Hi class, good morning. Welcome to our week 14 topic on Technopreneurship. For this week, we're going to discuss about the operations management. The topic objectives. After the discussions, the students are expected to understand the input, process, output, framework, and extensions of it and apply them to a wide range of operations. Examines the type of transformation processes occurring within the operations and understand the content on operation strategy and the decisions involved. Operation management is the management of operating processes to achieve the highest possible degree of productivity within the enterprise. It is concerned with the turning resources and labor into good services as effectively as possible in order to maximize the income of the enterprise. It requires the use of the sources from the staff, supplies, equipment, and technology. The operation managers procure, create, distribute the products to clients on the basis of the needs of the customers and resources at the business. The three core functions of operation management includes the marketing function, the product service development functions, and then we have the operation functions. With the support functions, which includes the accounting and the finance functions, the human resource functions. Operation management is an area of a business that includes overseeing the activity of a company in order to ensure the productivity in the executions of the project. This means that the persons in charge of the department would be expected to perform the various strategic functions, and any of the functions are as follows. The product design. This requires the production of the product that will be marketed to the end customer. So it includes developing the new ideas or expanding existing ideas in a process that will contribute to the creation of the new goods. It is the responsibility of the operation managers to ensure that the goods offered to the customers fulfill their needs as well as the latest market trends. The consumers are more interested in the quality of the product than the volume. And the company should set up the processes to ensure that the goods produced meet the needs of the customers. And then we also have the forecasting. Forecasting involves the making predictions of the events that will occur in the future on the basis of the past evidence. One of the things that the operation managers has to foresee is the market demands for the company's goods, meaning that the manager relies on the past and the present data on the adoption of the company's goods to assess the potential patterns in use. The forecast allows the company to know the amount of goods needed to satisfy their customers' demand. We also have the supply chain management, which involves the monitoring the manufacturing cycle from the raw materials to the finished goods. So it regulates everything from the production, storage, distribution to the delivery of goods. The operation managers control the supply chain cycle of maintaining, controlling over the inventory management and manufacturing process, distribution, and procurement and sourcing of suppliers to supply the necessary products. We also have the delivery management. The manager of the operation is in charge of the distribution management. So the supplier ensure that the goods are shipped to the customers in a timely manner. So they will follow up the customer to ensure that the products are delivered and what customers have requested, and they meet their functional needs. So if the customer is unhappy with the product or complains about the aspects of the product, the operation managers may provide the feedback and forward it to the concerned department. How about the ideal skills of an operation management? Unlike the marketing or the finance divisions, where the managers are responsible for the divisions, operation management is a cross-departmental role, where the managers assume the variety of responsibilities across the several disciplines. To be an effective, the operation manager must have of the following skills: organizational abilities. Organizational skills refers to the ability of the manager to concentrate on the various tasks without using the overwhelmed by their processes. So the operation manager should be able to schedule, execute, and track every project to the end without losing focus. So if the manager is not organized, the unfinished task will pile on the vital documents will be a lot or a loss in the process. And as much of the time will spent on searching or missing documents that could be easily available if the manager has also organized this. So the good organizational skills can improve the production, productivity, and the health of the managers at the same time. We also have the coordination. The operation manager needs to have strong teamwork by understanding how to coordinate resources, tasks, and time to ensure that the best use of the resources to achieve the objectives of the company. Coordinations includes carrying out different tasks at the same time and moving between tasks with the ease. So it also includes coping with the interruptions, the challenges, and the emergencies, and eventually turning to regular their activities to avoid the further interruptions. We also have the people skills. Most of the duties of the manager include interacting with men. So this means that they need to learn how to respond to staff, outside stakeholders, and other senior management leaders. The operation managers will know how to navigate the fine lines with the other colleagues by learning how to communicate, listen, and respond to them on a professional and personal level. Since the workplaces are made up of people from the various backgrounds, the operation manager needs to demonstrate the empathy and sensitivity to other people. The manager should be able to settle disputes and mediate conflicts between the worker and the senior staff. They should also be a technology or tech savvy. So in this age of the fast-moving innovations, the operation managers need to have an appreciation for the technology in order to be able to develop the processes that both effective and technically compliant. The modern companies are becoming increasingly tech-dependent in order to gain the competitive edge on the market. This means that most manual processes such as the recruitment, need to shift to a more effective and automated system. If the operation manager is familiar with the latest developments in the technology field, they may use the technologies to enhance the internal processes. How about the technology and operation management? If we say this, it is an academic area of research that focuses on the efficient planning, scheduling, and use of regulation of the production or a service firm and its operation. It is the combinations of the principles originating from the structural engineering, industrial engineering. We have the management information systems, quality control, supply management, inventory management, accounting, and other functions. The scope of the technology and operation management has changed over time and has moved from product creation to the design and the management and maintenance of the operating systems and processes. The use of technology is an operational management that has ensured that the companies are also available to minimize the cost, enhance the delivery process, and standardize and increase quality and focus on the innovation, creating value for customers. Integration of technology with the production system. Actually, class technology drives the efficiency in the enterprise and increases the profitability of the organizations. However, introducing technology into the production system is a very complicated process and need to take the following step. We have the technology acquisition, which is the technology acquired that should align with the overall objectives of the organization and should be improved after elaborate cost-effective analysis. We also have the technology integration, which is the technology affects all the aspects of the production. And then we also have the technology verification, which check whether the technology is delivering operational effectiveness. Technology in manufacturing and design. Technology is being used widely in the productions of design, goods, and services. The use of the computers and the development of the electronic system are examples of the part of the new manufacturing and service industry. At present, the techniques can be narrowed, categorized on the following categories. We have the computer-aided design, which facilitate linking of two or more complex comparing of the designs at the very high level of accuracy, thus delivering higher productivity. We also have the computer-aided manufacturing system. A precision is very essential in operating machines, and therefore the computerized numerically controlled machines are used, thus ensuring the highest level of accuracy. And then class, we have the standard for the exchange of products data. As the name suggests, the product designed to be transmitted among the CAM and the CAM in the 3 dimensions is transmitted. It is called as the standard for the exchange of product data, which referred to as the process of sharing product across all purchases of the products, life cycles, and services as neutral exchanges. These are the software systems in manufacturing. The various software systems are available for integrating operations and manufacturing functions with the best business organizational functions. The process technology. Technology is important on science for the purposes of measuring, data collections, and sample processing, storage, transport to testing sites, sample of collections, and protection from the hazardous materials, and communication. So most or more new instruments and methods are being created by means of innovations that make it possible to advance different lines of scientific research. Technology is defined as the product, design, action, and the technical expertise or practice is defined as the process in which the technology results created from an impact on the environment. Technological results are designed to improve the people's skills and maximize the human potentials. And then we also have the inputs of transformation models. We have the transformed resources and transforming resources. If we say transformed resources, those are the transformed products in some way of the organization. We also have the transforming resources, which consists of the use to perform the transformation process. Process technology and transformed resources. So the material processing technologies, these are the technology that shapes, transport, stores in a way that exchange the physical objects. So example of these are the circular saw, the welding machines, and etc. And then we also have the information processing technologies. It is a device or any device which collects, manipulates, transforms, distributes information, and this can be transformed by a property, by a possession. So by storage or by location. So example of this commercial commerce or known as the online shops and others. And then we also have the customer processing technologies. It is a machine or an equipment that specify the process being done by the human. We also have the customer processing categories. Consists of the active, passive, and one-way monitoring. If we say active, the customers are use the technology to create service. If we say passive, these are processes and controls the customer by retraining the consumer action in some way. We also have the one-way monitoring, tracks customers' movement or transactions in an obtrusive way. Transformation process. This refers to any activity or a group of activities that take one or more inputs, transform, and adds values to them, and provides output to the customers. Transformation process includes changes in the physical characteristic of materials, changes in the locations of materials, and then we also have the change in the ownership of the materials, storage of communications of materials, exchange or change in the purpose of form and information, and changes in the psychological set of customers. Class, these are the types of transformation. We have the manufacture, transport, supply, service, and selling. Manufacture, these are the physical creation of products. If we say transport, this is a movement of materials of a company. So those are the types of transformation. And the following are the areas in the manufacture. So the analysis informs that operation management decision is the following areas includes the supply or sourcing decision, the technology decisions, the broadman or forecast decision, improving the uh, improvements and innovations decisions. We also have consumer services, transport, the improvement of materials for exchange, taxi service. It is a set of activities, benefits, and satisfactions offered for sale or provided in connection with the sales of goods. Video marketing. The YouTube becomes the second most popular search engine, and many users are turning to YouTube before they make a purchasing decisions and learn something, read, review, or just relax. So these are the range of video marketing sites, including the Facebook images, the Instagram, and even TikTok, and that can be used to run the video marketing campaign. So the companies find the most successes with the video by integrating it with the search engine optimization, content marketing, and the broader social media marketing campaign. How about the SMS messaging? Companies and the non-profit organizations often use the SMS or a text message to provide updates to the new deals or to provide incentives for the potential customers. The potential or political candidates running for the office often use the SMS notification to share the positive messages about their own platform. As technology has evolved, the several text-to-give initiatives now allow the consumer to pay or donate directly to the customers. And then we also have the paid search engine, the Google, Bing, and the Yahoo. All are allowed to run text ads on the search engine results, and then that page search advertising is one of the best way to target the potential customers who are actively searching for a product or service like others or like yours. How about the search engine optimization? If you don't want to pay to show up with the SERPs, you can allow the use of the search engine optimization to try and rank the pages or a blog post on your site organically. So you don't have to pay directly for every click by getting a page to a rank, which is usually quite a bit of time and effort for a depth comparison of a page search and the SEO, and check out this article. And then we also have the paid social media advertising. Most of the social media platforms like the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, so allows you to run the ads on their website. So the paid social media advertising is the great for building awareness with the audiences that might not be aware of that business, products, or service. And finally, we have the conversion rate optimization. The conversion rate optimization is the art of science of improving the online user experience, and most of the time businesses use to get more conversations or feeds or chats, calls, sales out of the existing website traffic. How about the outputs of transformation models? We have the tangibility, transportability, storability, customer contact, simultaneity, and then we also have the quality. For additional reading or for further reading of our lecture for this week, you may visit these sites. This will help you learn our lecture on technopreneurship for week 14 topic. Thank you and good day.